Okay.
I am Bethany giving my introductory speech for Public Speaking 201 this evening on September 13th. In high school and middle school, I was a part of this great organization called the FFA. FFA strives to make a difference in the lives of students through developing premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agriculture education. In 6th grade, I was at State FFA Convention, surrounded by blue jackets sitting at session, while up on the stage were the state officers. They were interacting with members, sharing their inspiring stories to everyone. I was in awe. I made a goal for myself that day to accomplish that. I wanted to be a state FFA officer for Virginia. Flash forward to my senior year of high school, we were in the final weeks of school and I was preparing vigorously for this event. There would be an interview process. There were 17 of us interviewing for 8 positions, and there were a selection committee of 5 adults from all across the state of Virginia. We get to convention, we're all interviewing, we're talking to each other, we're all really excited, and we're all really nervous at the same time. It's the last session of convention, and we're all standing up with our arms around each other's shoulders, swaying back and forth, like every state officer candidate group does each year. They start calling names. The first office. It wasn't mine. The next one. From the Strasburg FFA chapter, hey, I go to school there. The 2 people beside me push me, and I run onto the stage. When all the state officers get up there, we're all hugging each other and crying because we have such an emotional overload, we don't even know what to think. Serving as a state FFA officer for Virginia FFA has changed my life. This evening, I would like to share with you the purpose of a state officer, my most memorable experience, as well as how it confirmed my career goals. A state FFA officer's job is to interact with FFA members, give workshops to agriculture education students and FFA members, and also advocate for agriculture. Interacting with members was one of my most favorite things to do. Now, we did this at the grocery store when we saw members, or we did it at chapters when we were visiting. As state officers, we were trained to give workshops to students, from all the little things like what music to play and where to stand around the room, to the bigger things like what topics we should cover. I gave workshops on everything from teamwork to leadership to career development events, which are contests in the FFA. We also serve as advocates for agriculture, which means that we promoted agriculture to students, parents, teachers, and even industry leaders. We had the opportunity to meet industry leaders in agriculture of Virginia, and that was an awesome opportunity for myself as well as my other teammates. My most memorable experience serving as a state FFA officer was traveling to South Africa. 74 other state officers from across the United States traveled to South Africa for 14 days as we studied the culture and agriculture of the country. While we were there, we got to fellowship with each other as well as visit farms and experience new foods. I think my favorite part was one of the first farm tours we went on when we went to a goat farm. It related to me personally because I raise goats, and so I got to connect with the farmer on a more personal level and talk about my goats in the United States as well as his goats in South Africa. So the most memorable experience I had while serving as a state officer was traveling to South Africa for 2 weeks. This opportunity truly confirmed my career goals. I planned to attend Tri-County for 1 year and then transfer to Clemson to major in agriculture education. I then planned to be an agriculture educator and an FFA advisor for a chapter in Virginia. Through interacting with members and talking to them and seeing how contests are run and talking to FFA advisors, I truly found my calling. I know this is what I want to do, and I'm passionate about agriculture and educating other students. So in conclusion, I've shared with you this evening what the purpose of myself as serving as a state FFA officer was. I also shared with you my most memorable experience and also how it confirmed my career goals. Thank you all for listening this evening.